Chapter 6 deals with business intelligence, and it covers data, information, and databases. So it looks at the business benefits of high quality information, storing information using a relational database system, and using a relational database for business advantages, including a website that's data driven. Then it goes into section 2, which is business intelligence, supporting decisions with business intelligence, data warehousing, and the power of big data analytics. So the first thing it covered was the 4 primary traits that determine the value of information. Information is data converted into a meaningful and useful context. Information can tell an organization how its current operations are performing and help it estimate and strategize about how future operations might perform. It is important to understand that different levels, formats, and granularities of information, along with the 4 primary traits that help determine the value of information, will determine if it's going to be beneficial to the organization. The 4 primary traits that help determine the value of information are information type, transactional or analytical, the timeliness of the information quality, and the information governance. Next, the text described a database management system, and the relational database model. A database maintains information about various types of objects, such as inventory, events, such as transaction, people, such as customers or employees, and places like warehouses or store locations. A database management system creates, reads, updates, and deletes data in a database while controlling access and providing security. A database management system provides methodologies for creating, updating, storing, and retrieving data in a database. In addition, a database management system provides facilities for controlling data access and providing security, for allowing data sharing, and for enforcing data integrity. The relational database model allows users to create, read, update, and delete data in a relational database. Next, the text went into the business advantages of a relational database. Many business managers are familiar with Excel and other spreadsheet programs they can use to store business data. Although spreadsheets are excellent for supporting some data analysis, they offered limited functionality in terms of security, accessibility, and flexibility, and can rarely scale to support business growth. From a business perspective, relational databases offer many advantages over using a text document or a spreadsheet. And these include the increased flexibility, increased scalability, improved performance, reduced information redundancy, increased integrity or quality of the data, and increased information security. The book also explained the business benefits of a data-driven website. A data-driven website is an interactive website that's kept constantly updated and relevant to the needs of its customers using a database. Data-driven capabilities are especially useful when the website offers a great deal of information, has a great number of products or services, because visitors are frequently annoyed if they're buried under an avalanche of information when searching a website. Many companies use the web to make some of the information in their internal databases available to customers and as well to business partners. Next, the text went into the roles and purposes of data warehouses and data marts. A data warehouse is a logical collection of information gathered from many operational databases, and this collection supports business analysis and decision-making. The primary value of a data warehouse is to combine information, more specifically strategic information, throughout an organization into a single repository. It does it in such a way that people who need the information can make decisions and undertake business analysis. The book also went into the advantages of using business intelligence to improve management decision-making. Many organizations today find it next to impossible to understand their own strengths and weaknesses, let alone their biggest competitors. And this is because of the enormous volumes of organizational data that's basically inaccessible to all but the MIS department. Organizational data includes much more than the simple structured data elements in a database. The set of data also includes unstructured data such as voicemail, customer phone calls, text messages, video clips, along with numerous new forms of data such as tweets from Twitter. Managers today find themselves in the position of being data rich and information poor, and they need to implement business intelligence systems to solve this challenge. The four common characteristics of big data are known as the 4 V's, and they include variety, veracity, voluminous, and velocity. Variety includes different forms of structured and unstructured data. Veracity includes the uncertainty of data, including biases, noise, and abnormalities. And voluminous is the scale of data. Velocity is the analysis of streaming data as it travels around the internet. Data mining is the process of analyzing data to extract information not offered by the raw data alone. The three elements of data mining include data, discovery, and deployment. Data is the foundation for data-directed decision-making. Discovery is the process of identifying new patterns, trends, and insights. And deployment is the process of implementing discoveries to drive success. And the importance of data analytics and data visualization. Algorithms are mathematical formulas that are placed in software, and they perform analysis on a data set. Analytics is the science of fact-based decision-making. Analytics uses software-based algorithms and statistics to derive meaning from the data. Advanced analytics uses data patterns to make forward-looking predictions to explain to the organization where it is headed. Data visualization describes technologies that allow users to see or visualize data to transform information into a business perspective. Data visualization is a powerful way to simplify complex data sets by placing data in a format that is easily grasped and understood far quicker than the raw data alone. Okay, any questions on these main key areas of Chapter 6? Okay, let's read the case study, Big Data, Big Business, Big Opportunities. And I know last time some of you mistakenly started reading that one instead of the case study for 5, but go ahead, let's read the Big Data, Big Business, Big Opportunities case study. And then let's take 15 minutes to go over that. And then we'll pick up with some of the questions for the case study. Okay, let's get started. So what are the reasons a business would want to display information in a graphic or visual format? Well, information is powerful. Information can tell an organization how its current operations are performing and help it estimate and strategize about how future operations might perform. The ability to understand and analyze and filter information is a key to success to any professional in any particular industry. So new perspectives and opportunities can open up when you have the right data that you can turn into information and ultimately business intelligence. The value of timely information is critical to any business that wants to operate at the same speed as its customers and competitors. So, how will low quality information impact big data? Well, low quality data will impact every area of the organization, including big data. It doesn't matter how much money a company spends on data analytic tools if the data it's collecting is of poor quality. And there's an old computer phrase, garbage in, garbage out. And not even big data can fix big bad data. So it's critical to remember that the analysis will only be as good or as accurate as the data used in the analysis. And we now have petabytes of data being stored in most corporations, and it's getting harder and harder to cleanse, stage, and analyze that data. So how could a marketing department use data visualization tools to help in the release of a new product? Well, data visualization describes technologies that allow users to see or visualize data, and it transforms information into a business perspective. Data visualization tools move into sophisticated analysis techniques such as pie charts, instruments, maps, time series graphs, and so on. Data visualization tools can help uncover correlations and trends in data that would otherwise go unrecognized. Business intelligence dashboards track corporate metrics such as key success factors and key performance indicators, and include advanced capabilities such as the ability to manipulate data for analysis. The majority of business intelligence software vendors offer a number of different data visualization tools and data intelligence dashboards. So what are the 5 common characteristics of high quality information? Well, start with timeliness. Information must be timely, right? If users are receiving old and outdated answers to their queries, they will not use the website and they'll head to your competitors. Accuracy, all information must be accurate. If it isn't, then the analysis and the business decisions will not be valid. Consistency, the results must be consistent. Users won't trust the system if it provides different results or prices for the same hotel, for example, at different times. One of the issues with big data is finding a single source of the truth, and the more data dumped into a data lake, the more likely the sample analysis results could be different. Data has to be complete. With a data warehouse, incomplete records can be completed using the extraction, transformation, and loading process, also known by the acronym ETL. So for example, incomplete addresses can be found by pulling in USPS information. And lastly, uniqueness. With a data warehouse, unique information can be sorted and correlated during analysis. Okay, so what are some possible entities and attributes that you might have in a marketing database? Well, maybe entities could include things like an advertising campaign, prospective customers, qualified customers. How about sales? Sales by segment, geotemporal, demographic, that sort of thing. Attributes could include things like customer name, customer address, company name, product sold, campaign discount, date sold. Each table's going, and of course, you know this, Greg, because of the, you took the database class, but each table would need to define a primary key. Could include things like campaign ID, customer ID, order ID, things of that nature. And the data tables in the database would have several types of relationships with each other. They could be one-to-one, one-to-many, and many-to-many. And we'll go over designing and building an entity relationship diagram in our next lecture. And we'll go into what those mean, one-to-one, one-to-many, and many-to-many relationships. Okay, so how can businesses use data analytic techniques to understand how the business is operating? Well, the process starts by analyzing a report such as sales amounts by quarters. Management will want to drill down into that report looking for reasons why sales might be up or why sales might be down. Once they understand why a certain location or product is experiencing an increase in sales, they can share the information in an effort to raise their enterprise-wide sales. For example, once they understand the cause for a decrease in sales, they can take effective action to resolve the issue. So some of the questions they might ask is, where has the business been? And this is going to give historical perspectives that offer important variables for determining trends and patterns. Where is the business now? They look at the current business situation and allows managers to take effective action to solve problems before they grow out of control. And then finally, where is the business going? Setting strategic direction is critical for management. It's one of their responsibilities. And it's also part of creating solid business strategies. So you might start with just questions that management needs answered. A simple question like, who is my best customer? Or what is my worst selling product? Databases and data warehouses and data marts can provide a single source of trusted data that can answer questions about customers, products, suppliers, production, finances, fraud, and even employees. They can also alert managers to inconsistencies to help determine the cause and effects of enterprise-wide business decisions. So all business aspects basically can benefit from the added insights provided by business intelligence. Okay, any questions on the case study?